Okay, so we're going to start. We're going to look at another Enlightenment philosopher. Let's find out who it is. Jean-Jacques Rousseau. He is the writer because he wrote several books. And he was basically the kind of guy you wouldn't expect to have written books. He was not a wealthy person like the rest of the people we're looking at here. Otherwise known as Jean Jacket Rousey. That's my favorite little joke there. Jean Jacket Rousey. I have little nicknames for them. It just makes me smile. Jean Jacket Rousey. Jean-Jacques Rousseau. All the same person. So, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, basic idea here. He was born in 1712. He was born and raised in Switzerland, which was a republic. That's going to give him a little bit of a different viewpoint. He has not grown up in a monarchy. He also didn't grow up in England, where the first stab at having a democratic republic failed, and we had to bring the king back. So he was also born poor. He was one of our only people here to have been born poor, and that's going to make a difference in how he views things. He's not a wealthy person who has always had a life of ease and luxury. He had to work hard his entire life, and he was always a little precarious. Even though he's highly educated, he could have lost everything very quickly and starved to death. So it was a tough business. Died in 1778. You'll also notice he did not live quite as long. If you do the math, he didn't live quite as long as some of the other guys did. And again, he didn't have the kind of money they had to live in a lap of luxury. So his major book is called The Social Contract. He wrote it in 1762. And this is what he actually looked like. Notice he kind of has a little bit of a resemblance to Ronda Rousey. I don't think he could fight like her, though. I think she could take him. All right. Major ideas. Salute. All right. His first idea is that man in a state of nature is free but corrupt. So he kind of was the last one to make a state of nature argument. And he basically said, I like Locke, where people should be free, but hey man, not free to do everything. What is it that causes problems? He said, well, corruption. Where does that corruption come from? Well, government is created to protect people with property from those without it. The corruption comes from everybody's possessions and everybody holding on to everything. That's what he kind of viewed money as the root of all evil. I don't know, he might have gotten that from, the Bible. But that's what he really thought it. He really thought that was true. He said man in a state of nature is free but corrupt because of the property that we have. Property corrupts you. The things you own makes you think you're more important than other people. And then it leads you to treat other people badly, which he experienced as a poor person. And he said government is created to protect people with property from those without it. And that's not right. He said government should be a social contract. Again, this is the third guy with the social contract. But he spent a lot of time in his book talking about what that social contract really should be, which is why he's called the writer and why most people associate his name with social contract, not John Locke, even though, Locke said it first. Well, actually, Hobbes said it first, and then Locke said it second and best. But he said more, so Jean Jacket Rousey wins. Right? And basically that concept was, I will follow the laws as long as, and this is the important, the laws apply to everyone the same. We have a concept for that called equality before the law. Basically it means whether you're rich or poor, white or black, man or woman, everybody gets treated the same. So everybody should be treated the same. The law should say you're a person just like anybody else. And it's one of those ideals that we agree with and have a hard time working up to. We've done better at different times, and we'll do better again. But that's Rousseau's idea. And again, I think you can identify somebody who was not treated fairly because he didn't come from property. He saw rich people being treated better than him and said, hey, that's not really right. I'm smarter than any of these guys. So, and that's the end. That's all, folks.